That's funny.
Live at 8:15 today. We're live.
Yeah.
Right on time, eh?
I don't know what you're talking about, Dave. We're right on time today, brother. Right on time.
Yeah. Condolences, Dave.
Condolences, bro.
Yeah. Heart goes out to your whole family, brother, man.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the whole thing about your kayak was just the windshield. I like the windshield idea.
That thing's hilarious, bro.
It was a good wave deflector. Like my knees weren't getting splashed as much.
A wave deflector. Oh,
Is that what you call it?
we'll get
I
into
guess
it.
so.
We'll get into it today.
That's pretty
No
good.
secrets. No secrets. Is gonna share. Like that's a killer bag. Shit, that's a killer bag. No matter what tournament you're in, man.
Yeah.
You have a kicker master, and then a bunch of mid 20. I mean, that's how you do it. Good. What's up, Kyle? What's going on, bro? Yeah, everyone's low as far as I know. I'm tired, man. I'm not even drinking beer today. I'm drinking root beer.
I'm drinking water.
Did you get that good root beer, bro?
I gotta drink
All
This is
root
the
beer
good
that you have?
Yeah. Picked it up in Penbin, North Dakota there the other day. Oh, that's the good stuff, bro. Yeah, when you're bringing stuff over the border, I'm sure you got like invoice receipts, man. They almost got strip search. Yeah, gotta have your paperwork at the border for sure.
Yeah. You do. Otherwise you're in trouble. They give it to you pretty hard.
Anyway, we'll get in there. Let this load up.
It's like we're all tired from yesterday, bro.
Fucking start talking, man. What the hell?
I was a
Slept in the truck for
actually
4
just woke up.
hours.
Val woke me up. It's all good.
Alright, so that's that.
I know, the bully was driving like a banshee last night. When it's going home, man.
You drove past here, what?
Oh, yeah.
What are you talking about? You almost had a head-on collision, you shithead.
No! How do
I watched you driving. I followed you
Couldn't
from
see out of
way.
couldn't see out of his side window there.
Yeah. He had his arm up on his door. You can see his elbow sticking out the plastic.
Aerodynamics, bro. Give me more drive.
Yeah. That's about it. I think today's called the Scrub Show. Nobody shaved.
Oh.
Oh, man, okay.
Oh.
Alright.
Steak's not gonna shave until he loses on.
Yeah, never now. I gotta grow whatever that is out.
It's the Cast and Egg podcast. It is Monday. What are we at now? July 14. Holy smokes.
Already.
We are into summer
right
walleye,
fast.
midsummer walleye. Typically harder to get them. I mean, this is wakeboard, jet ski, pulling tube season kind of thing, and people still getting their fish on, of course, but no problem for Daniel Stagg. Bottom right corner on the quadrant today. Hammered him. We'll get into that a little bit. We'll talk the recap of the walleye tournament at Pyatt's West Campground, Central Canada Kayak Trail. We'll talk about the fishing deep for walleye. We never did touch on hiding baits, and we'll talk that too, because Stag doesn't want to share what he used or whatever, but he's sharing everything, man. Share it all, bro. I don't give a shit. I'm telling us all. Everything.
Well, no secret here.
Pickle rigs with a spark plug. Wait.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
know
Looking
he's
at that
good,
rig.
bro. Don't knock it, man.
I had to
I'm
put
on that
use
for
one of those
kayak.
grapple anchors to keep the kayak steady on my pickerel rig there.
Oh, that's most. We'll talk that
Yeah.
too. Mike Natoli, short fuse. Jeremy Santos, Dragon Boy. Stag on the line. Daniel Stag, the pride of Dauphin River. The pride of Dauphin
Hey.
River. And that's on Lake Winnipeg, actually. You may think that's Dauphin, but that's actually. Isn't that weird, man? They got Dauphin, the town, and Lake Dauphin, but then Dauphin River
Yeah.
is like North
That's-
Basin.
Every person I tell from Dauphin River, they're like, "Oh yeah, Dauphin, I know where that is."
They don't know where that is.
No,
man.
you
It's
don't.
true.
No, no.
Are the white bass still there, bro? Have they
I
gone
haven't caught
extinct?
one this year. Me and Mike caught a couple last year, but
Right. So I thought they were coming back. You know, it'd be like, but no, eh?
yeah, not. There, Mac Mulligan caught one there at Hecla, but
Did I?
that's the only white bass I've seen this year, anyways.
Man, you know,
It's
I thought these
crazy.
were on
Like,
their
how
way
did
back.
they just disappear?
Just gone. And like there's millions of them and just
There
gone.
were millions of them. That's wild,
Like-
man. The white buckets could only take so many, bro. I don't think you could wipe them if you tried to, man.
No, I
Not
don't
a
think the white
chance,
bucket
bro.
is going to kill them
There's
that
no
fast.
way, man.
No.
Especially from one season to the next. Anyway, I keep asking everybody, man, and he's right up there in that used to be white bass. Like even up on the other side at Blood Vein, there used to be tons there too, man. I go up to Blood Vein and Manicatalgan to Blood Vein would be full of white bass. Apparently they're not there anymore. Wild.
That's
And
crazy.
speaking of wildfires are going crazy. Thoughts to everybody out there affected by that. I know Snow Lake was evacuated. Thompson was going right there. Over at the Baker's Narrows Lodge, they have an outpost. They got a fire going on right now. That's like a mile away now. So
It's just the whole north end of that province. Or province
yeah,
right
it's
now
just
is
on
getting
fire
abused.
again, man. Like, oh my god,
Can get it under control, man. It's nuts.
they're complaining in the states, man. They got motions there in the Congress there to ask
Control
Canada
ours.
to mitigate the
You want,
smoke.
you want us to do better? What else they want us to do? Yeah.
Hey, hang on, I'll turn off my fan.
Shout out to the American firefighters helping and everyone who's chipping in at
Yeah.
Aikens Lake. You're talking like Baker's Narrows all the way to Flin Flon, the Aikens Lake over on southeast side, all like close calls, and they're all protecting their properties and the outposts and stuff, man. So hopefully this cool weather and some rain coming down here is helping a little bit, man. So yeah, geez.
Well, as long
man.
as it pushes up there, I mean, I think we're only getting it here on the south end.
No
Just
kidding.
the rain.
Crazy wildfire season. Holy
Yeah.
smokes. Meanwhile, I'm
Crazy how it
making
happens. Hey, like Alberta, what was it, 3 years ago? They had all these wildfires. Then they got flooding right after that.
yeah.
Now it's just pushing this way.
Nothing near you guys, Stag? Up where you are, like the forest fires?
No, we're pretty good. We're getting a bunch of rain. Like being in the interlake here, it's like you get all that precipitation coming off of Lake Manitoba there and then dumping right in that middle part. So it's usually pretty wet up here.
It is, eh? That's good, man. That whole middle part, that's good. Shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make my way up that way. You know that Lake St. Andrews, eh?
Yeah. Never fished it though.
You've never fished it? That's
Never
like
fished it in my
relatively
life.
near you. Wow.
Yeah, it's decent. I guess I should practice though, eh?
You
Not
should,
much
man.
of a bass fisherman over here.
Now that you're a kayak guy, you got to do the rest here. What's up,
Yeah,
Chris?
no kidding.
So we've got you guesting on you. We've got Daniel Stagg. If you're not familiar with Daniel, he's an awesome guy online there too. You see him on Instagram, Stagg on the line. Does a bunch of good stuff there. He's up on YouTube too. Check him out. He took down the title there, and sort of was sneaky about it too, man. I didn't know that he had a bag. To be honest with you, this was brought to you by Pyatt's West Campground at stop number 2. We've got 2 more, 3 and 4 coming up. Our bass ones, since we're down to go fishing. Lake St. Andrews is like an inner lake, hidden gem, 19, 21-inch bass in there, smallmouth. And you can get your practice. Are you going to fish the next ones, 3 and 4, bro?
I think so. Why not?
You better show off your new kayak, man.
I got a kayak now, so
all that work, you better use it now, brother.
yeah,
That's like
no
a
kidding.
It's a Ferrari-looking kayak. I wish we had a picture of it.
Oh, I've got one here. Let's go.
Do you?
Where is it? I got
Uh-oh.
one.
Bring up
It
that
is-
picture
it
of
is
that
a
kayak.
Hopefully it's a good one of the girl.
Yeah, there it is.
If you zoom in, this is what won it. My God. Kyle Ward, everyone's all looking for like kayaks and stuff, and Leon's got a new fancy one. Shit. Go to your local garage sale. Pull out whatever is at the bin there and upgrade it with. I was looking at it, go, holy. So what am I looking at here, brother? What
Okay,
am I-
who makes that kayak, or did you just find something?
Oh, I don't even know, but that's my brother's kayak, and he was working up in the Yukon, so I don't know.
So you even buy
Mike Clad there told me to use it, so I was like, why not? So I built a little transom on there out of some old scrap lumber and screwed on a Minn Kota that we use for our commercial fishing boats for an emergency there. So then I just went to the dump and I grabbed found that
Pole?
whatever, the big long tiller handle.
Yeah.
And then I grabbed 2 chains. So it was like like a universal joint there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So did that, and those floats in the back there are commercial fishing net buoys, and those are attached to my old hockey sticks that were broke. What else we got? I was sitting there, like, it was probably like the day before the tournament, 2 days before, and I was sitting there like, what else can I do with this? And my dad comes over and he has like this little like folding out cup holder, and I'm like, all right, that's going in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
And as I'm putting that in there, I look around and I see an old snowmobile windshield sitting right there in the high grass in the yard.
and you put it
So
on.
I'm like, no way, this has the same curvature as the kayak. Sure enough, I grabbed it, fit perfectly right in that little curved slot where you sit. So I decided to
Aerodynamic.
put that in there.
That's like a Pelican or something, right? It's something like that. Like that's what it is.
Something cheap, yeah. I
Yeah.
think they probably only go for like $300-$400, like max.
But that thing flies, though, man. You're flying when your battery's running.
But like I
you're
mean, like
flying.
Yeah, no
you
kidding.
look around, look at everyone's yaks and stuff. Like there's like, I'll show you. Like, well, Aaron was another one going budget too. Aaron was on a stand-up paddleboard version, and they've got fishing sup now, all kinds of stuff. It's amazing. He was all day on this too with Phoenix's dog on there.
Yeah,
which is wild. So that's a couple cool rigs. But look at this. So this is the top of the line rig that we've got on tour here between Mike's and Dave Parkinson's. Look at this Bonafide. This is like insane. Casting deck and all kinds of stuff.
That thing's like a battleship.
Oh my
It
god,
is,
it's
man.
crazy.
It's a
There's like
barge,
Vernon
man.
Maslow's here. I think this is Vernon's. There's all kinds of. I mean, look at all these rigs. And then I go back, and it's like, and he won. He won.
wins it, man.
Congratulations, $1,500. Like there's like so many cool rigs. Even I got a fancy rig now. I had a cheap rental last year that I was using. It's Santos or Santos's rig. Oh yeah, that's that blue one.
Right there,
of course.
yeah.
It says Lawrence on there. A lot of cool rigs, man. It's awesome seeing 28 kayaks on the water there. But Daniel Stagg takes down first place, $1,500. Overshadowing Mike, but not to overshadow him. Mike Totoli, second place. Had a shot at it. I thought Mike was in the running there for sure. Till Daniel will tell us a story there, and then Blake Morgan in third, of course, and we'll talk about it. That setup is bad. All the kayaks are pretty cool. Jason Tate knows he was second place at stop number 1, but Daniel Staggs, my God, I told you, I'm gonna send your winnings. I haven't sent him his winnings. I'm just gonna send it to Stillwater Adventures. It's a down payment on a new kayak, and he'll meet you over at Shoal Lake on August 3rd there, and you just jump right in. You don't need practice. You don't need practice anyway. So did you practice on Lake of the Prairies?
No, didn't practice. I had a golf tournament on to pre-fish there. So I got to the Prairies, Lake of the Prairies there pretty late at night.
Did you ever fish there before? Have you ever fished that lake?
I fished there once with like Sarah and Stu Hennessy there.
Okay.
For what was it? It was either like a quick like morning, late morning fish or whatever for a couple hours, but other than that, nothing.
Who needs practice, eh?
No need
I
practice, eh?
I remember when I came to get my kayak from the campsite there, you were making breakfast. I seen your golf club sitting right beside your truck.
Golf the day before.
I had to take those out of the back seat so I could make a bed.
Okay, so you were telling us what was the strategy going in then? We're at Pites West Campground. I mean, you could literally catch fish right in front there, but you had to. What was your
I
plan?
don't know. It was just like get away from the crowd, I guess. And I heard the east side there. That's where everybody seemed to go. So I just went basically furthest side. I took off pretty fast there, and I seen there was a bunch of guys still following me. So I basically just kept going till they stopped, and I was like, all right, pick a shore, put on a little crankbait, trolled, and first fish, your heart's just pounding like, oh, I actually got one, and then it ended up being a little hammer handled pike. So anyways, got to that little point there, and threw a smeltonator with a little, what do you call it, those little
Swim bait or something?
Crush City the jerk or something it's called. So
Okay,
I threw that.
Forktail, yeah.
Yeah, first cast ended up
Mooch
nailing
or
like a
something.
like a 13 and a quarter or something. And I'm like, what's the minimum again? So couldn't register that one. So I don't know, just kept throwing, found one fish. Next fish was an 18 incher, registered that. Next fish was like a 20, and they just kept getting bigger, 20, 22, 23. I'm like, what is going on right now?
Jeez, eh?
Man,
And they
I
just
should have went.
they
down
just
that
kept
way.
snapping, like, just I don't know. And like, because it was so easy, I'm like, oh man, like I bet you these other guys, like imagine what these crazy guys' bags are looking like.
See, and
I didn't have a fish. I didn't score a fish until 1 p.m.
It's crazy because
Man.
I went to where you were probably fishing, and it was
Yeah.
dead. Yes. On Saturday, it was completely dead.
Really, eh? Wow.
So then I went farther up, and that's where, you'd see marks and you catch a few. So I figured out, well, I'll just go over here.
See,
But
east
that
side.
shoreline that you were fishing, Eric and I, like Eric was saying just before we went on, like just destroyed them there, like one right after the other for
In June,
Yeah.
yeah,
entire
in June.
day.
In June, like we went.
Yeah.
Like if you're familiar with Lake the Prairies, you go down or whatever, and it's wide open there. But I was thinking, it was like sort of southwest and west wind for 2 days. So then I'm thinking the other shore. Or I went north. You went the furthest south. I think you were the furthest south person. I was the furthest north. And
I
then
think
Blake
Nick
passed
was
me on.
actually further than I was.
You went even
Nick
further than
was-
you, right? Like
Nick
Yeah,
went far
they
too,
went
right?
way
But
down.
Nick was on the west side, I'm pretty sure, on that side.
and you hopped on the other one over there. Yeah, like you're
Yeah.
going down like the clay banks and stuff. Yeah, yeah. I should have went the other direction. Because I was pretty quick too, man. I was 5 miles per hour. How fast were you think on your doohickey?
I go anywhere between 8 and 9 kilometers. I don't know
He's
miles an
flying,
hour.
bro.
I
He's
don't know what
flying.
miles an hour is, but
No, that's around there. That's around 5 miles. You were cruising in the opposite direction, like I could see. Oh, they're going that way. I'm going this way. Meanwhile, everyone that we left behind at the launch, just left for the launch, hammered them. And it was
A lot of 20s and stuff, right?
yeah, Payman was asking anyone had live scope. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of people have live scope on there. But I think the scopers, aside from Mike, the scopers didn't win this one. It was the trollers. The trollers did well in the top 10. There's a bunch of the trollers. Trolling in a kayak's cool because you're sort of going the right speed already or whatever. If you can, even if you were foot pedaling it, like it's perfect to troll. Like Nick said he was going to try trolling now, and Aaron's going to try trolling. I mean, Jeff Matthias does it all the time, and all these guys, the Saskatchewan guys, do it right. And
Yeah.
trolling. I mean, shit. I should have done it. I see Blake Morgan just trolling crankbait the whole time. I watched them catch some fish, and they're like talking to Flynn, and Jeff Quasney finished in 4th. I've got like my limit already. Ah, cool, man. Like this is like a 10 when I flip fields. I went far north. I was far, bros.
You went around the
Nothing.
corner, man. Yeah.
I caught like 19 little 12 inches or whatever, 11 inches. So then I came all the way back. I'm going all the way around to the other side there or whatever, and they're catching fish. Ah, it's all good. Have it, man. Give her on the fish or whatever. I'm going back to casting plastic. Fuck this deep water, man. I'm casting plastic back to that windblown shoreline. And it didn't turn on until
Later
I
on.
caught my big one at 250.
Yeah,
And I had
because when
to
I
leave.
talked to you, you said you had nothing.
Yeah, I caught them. Well, I had 2 small ones.
Yeah.
And then a lot of little ones. And then, yeah, that's already like you're talking 230. Santos was there. Santos saw me catch that 17
Catch
inch.
your first one, yeah.
And then if I had another hour, like I tell you, I got 20, a 21.75, 16, a 4. Like they're just all stacked. And I was losing some. But then I got my trolling motor, then it conked out. Good thing you had lots of juice. So what's your battery? Stag.
100
What's your
amp.
battery? in it?
100 amp hour.
Oh.
Like it's a
Nice.
big battery.
Mine
But-
died on me. Well, that's what you were taking on water. You had to get pulled back.
Yeah.
Oh my
man.
God, or whatever. It was midway through the day. So you came back at like 11, 12 or whatever it was. You came back from that far place that you went to.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
And then I didn't want to paddle very far, so I just stayed right out in front of the launch, maybe 50 yards. I was going anywhere between like 6 feet all the way out. You drift out a little further to like that 22-foot range. And just literally, if you look at my GPS on my screen there, it's just literally back and forth from probably like 12 p.m. to 3:45 right there.
Paddled and drift back. Paddled and drift back.
Yeah, paddle, drift back.
Doing what?
Paddle, drift back.
A jig?
Well, sometimes, so like how I fish the river here in Dauphin River is like you have your current pushing you. So that's kind of like what I do here. And then I just vertical jig with a jigging wrap. And then, so that's what I was doing there, but I was going way too fast. So I just decided to throw that same little jig that I had on and then just extra line, just hop it along bottom all the way back. And I ended up catching like a 21 right as soon as I got there, or a 20 and a half, sorry. And then, yeah, there wasn't much fish, just those little like 12 inches that everybody else was catching.
Lots there, yeah.
Kept getting those. And then I'm just like, at this point, I was getting tired of paddling back and forth. So I was like, all right, we'll go fish for pike. I've seen Clayton hammer like in the weeds, like these 24, 25-inch walleye, like he's just upcasting weed beds and stuff. So I was like, oh, whatever. If not, I get a nice pike, get a decent walleye or something. And then, yeah, maybe, what was it? Everybody, there's a couple guys that was already checked in. And I just go back right in front of the launch. I'm in about 8 feet of water. And I'm just like thinking, like, what? Should I just go in? No. So I get one more little bite there and just thunk. Biggest thunk of my life. But it's not even like a thunk that like where they inhale it. It was like a thunk and then takes off. Like almost like a pike. Yeah. So I was thinking, oh, I got a pike on. And I'm fighting this and it's doing big long runs like a pike would. And next thing you know, I see it at the surface. Oh my God. That's a huge walleye right there. And I just have this like dinky little trout net. It's one of those ones that are like a V and they like pulled up. And I'm like, I don't even know if I could. I don't even know if this thing will fit in there.
An Amazon net.
Yeah. And so I just scooped it anyways, and it fell in there perfectly. It fit. It was kind of hard to get the nose started, but it fitted.
Yeah.
And I just lifted it up into the kayak, and I was like, calm down. Like I was shaking so bad, and everybody else is literally right behind me, and I don't want them seeing this, right? Because I already got a nice bag. So I put her in the kayak, and I paddle up a little bit, give myself a little like drift time to take the photo. And so yeah, that was my next challenge, because that kayak, like you're sitting in, right? The bump board doesn't even fit in there. You're on an angle, and this thing was still green as green could get. And I'm like, if this thing flops into the water and I don't even get a measurement, like,
oh my God.
So anyways, put her on, get a photo, or sorry, video. That video trick Mike was telling me about, to just video and then screenshot, and then that way it's right there. So I did that quick, and and then went to release, and she was all good.
So that thing probably was like wider than your boat almost.
Like for sure.
That's
and
awesome.
approximately what time was that? People were checking in already, so it's after 3.
Oh, that was here. Let me check on the phone here.
I rolled up at 3:18. I paddled across faster than I thought I would. I gave myself an hour. I should have kept fishing for at least 20 more minutes. I would have scored a couple more. But man,
right at the launch too.
Okay,
fish there.
So my phone says 2:26, but that's because it was Saskatchewan time.
Oh, it's flipping back. Yeah, if you set your alarm on, it's dangerous. 3:26.
3:26, bro.
3:26.
He caught that when I was already there.
Oh my God!
I was there beside Aaron already, and Mike Klatt when you caught that. My,
oh man,
you could probably see Nash on the dock.
So that 29 incher, what did it upgrade then? What was your smallest fish at that time?
20.5.
20.5, eh?
Yeah, so you pretty much had everybody beat right in the morning. You won the tournament like right there in the morning.
Yeah,
and I didn't talk to much guys either. Like I didn't know what everybody else had there, so I was kind of like, I knew I'd probably have a decent bag to place like maybe top 10, if that. But
like when I went out, my goal was just to get 5 fish.
Oh, 100%. Mine was to get 1 fish and build off of that.
And then my first fish in the morning, I lost it right away.
Had a big one.
Saw that too. And
so where'd you guys head to? Because you said you lost that in front of Santos. You guys headed across the river, I think, or across the lake.
Yeah,
Just went across.
Went
Yeah.
straight across, literally straight across, maybe a little more north.
Yeah.
The cattle left. We went to the cattle fence.
Yeah. That's where
Oh,
we
the
went.
cow fence.
So,
Yeah,
white
yeah.
wall, whatever. So,
Then you guys drifted back down because it must have been slower or something. It slowed down for you guys.
well, what I
Yeah,
know,
it was like-
yeah, Mike left early.
Yeah, 'cause I looked around and I said, yeah, there's like everybody's chasing these suspended fish, but a lot of the suspended fish I was watching were all carp.
Yeah, there's lots of
Yeah.
carp surface, and you could see them, eh?
Yeah,
And
because you could see them on the bottom, and
Kickerfish.ca,
then all of a
this is the
sudden
bags.
they would come up and move around. So
You can see Daniel's bag there, 24, 23.25, 24 and a half, 29, and a 25. Like lapped the field. He did. And Mike in
That's
second
crazy,
there.
man.
One just shy of 20, 21, 25 was Mike's kicker. 22, 20.75. So some really good bags. I was saying the trollers, like Blake was trolling, all good for a bunch of low 20s. Jeff Kwasny was trolling. Who else here? Dave and Flynn, Gord. These are all trolling out there. Nice to see Corey Heeman, Stillwater Adventures, get a full bag. Him and
Yes.
Jacoby scored some fish. Nathan Brixa, as I spelled his name wrong there. Brixa. This is the first time on a kayak too. First time. You're gonna give it a shot. Anyone who wants, curious about it, man. Shout out to Stillwater. He lent him a kayak there. Tried it out. It was Blake's first time too. The other tournament, and now he's sort of hooked. It's good to see all kinds of stuff there. Santos scored some fish too. So what happened to your 24? Santos is missing a 24-incher here.
I'm missing 24 and a 17. 17 flipped out of the kayak, man.
You too, eh? I had a 17 jump.
But the 24, I had a picture video, and I just totally forgot the name tag that we were given. Just totally forgot. And once I released that fish, I just said, "You gotta be effing kidding me, man!" Like it was never came into my mind when I was taking the picture in the video. So I should have a 24 in there, but that's what happens, right? Like I honestly was just excited to get a fish in, but it was like, holy crap, this is big because I know how tough it's been.
You should have had a
Right.
warm-up fish or whatever.
So yeah, I just didn't. So it's all hectic. It was windy. I don't think it was that windy yet, but the drift was already going pretty fast. I said, I want to get this fishing back in right away and everything. I just didn't. Just forgot about the tag, man. That's it.
There was a chop. We were even considering having backup plans for somewhere else to launch because of the forecasted wind, but it wasn't too bad. Just enough of a walleye chop.
it was actually really good.
Yeah, those actually lower than the forecast said. Even Windfinder
Yeah.
was a little wrong. He wasn't that bad. Jamie Shulman was asking, do they have to bring the fish in, or is it Fish Donkey? We don't use Fish Donkey. We have our own system, the Kickerfish exclusive patented system that we use, and that's what it is. So when they're talking about where Santos didn't have the tag, you got to have your angler tag in the photo.
Yeah.
And we all have standard boards. So catch boards or yak attack boards are standard for kayak competitions are popular everywhere, and it's just starting to take off here. And we're trying to encourage more people to get on the train here for sure. But yeah, and then you have to have that tag. Since Santos didn't have the tag that says with the watermarks, his name, date, that kind of thing or whatever, so we know it was caught that day. It was a nice fish. I saw it.
Was. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I was like, I know. So and I later on I added let's say if I did I am cursed on that lake. But I did add up my fish, those two fish, whatever that should have been weighed in.
Where would you be?
I think I would have finished right behind you.
Right behind me.
Right behind you. Right.
You needed a fifth fish. A fifth fish would have been it. Kind of thing.
Yeah.
I was telling you guys that at 1 o'clock. It was 1 o'clock. I didn't have anything yet, and I finally get one. I'm working the reef outside there or whatever, and sliding from like 25 to 15 feet or whatever. Finally get one in there. It lands in the boat, and I'm like, I guess I'm just more mad. Finally get one. I'll measure you now. I'm not even touching it. It's just dropping on my feet, and then it jumped out of the boat. Oh, sure enough, that I almost quit right there. I'm gonna go back. I'm done. I better go catch some plastic before I lose my mind. You go catch some fish, man, kind of thing. Does the sun bother Mike in the kayak after his sunstroke? Oh my God, the owners there, Jason and Jody, who helped rescue Mike last year, kept giving it to him. Like they had ice all ready to go. AED was ready to go.
They had everything ready.
Everything,
everything for Mike. Mike safety check. Where's Mike? Kind of thing. But important word about sunstroke though, Mike. Like you can if you've had it, you're more susceptible. Hey, buddy.
I've had it twice now. Yeah. Yeah, it's you're screwed for the rest of your life. Like if you get it pretty bad, it's the sun really bugs the crap out of me now. So I got to start wearing, like I have to wear big hats if it's really sunny, and just a lot of liquids. And a lot of the time you'll see me just hanging my feet in the water, just trying to stay cool.
Yeah.
Got like those cooling towels, everything.
Nah.
Just really
Have
messes
you-
with it.
Have you practiced jumping in and back into your kayak yet, or what?
No.
Really, really hot days.
No, you tell me. What's it like? You're the only guy in this foursome that dropped his kayak. Flip
I
off.
would have
on
to,
wood.
I would have to swim my kayak back to land, man.
So
I'll
Stag,
tell
you
you
never
what.
flipped that?
There.
Stag, you never flipped that kayak of yours? You're a doohickey?
No. Never.
He's got
flipped her once
stabilizers,
yet.
bro.
Got pontoons on the side or
He's
whatever.
got pontoons,
Yeah.
man. That thing, you ain't gonna flip that thing, bro.
Well, I'll tell you what. I was standing up in that Titan, and
Stable, eh?
it's stable. Like boats, we had boats going by, and I was standing up fishing. And it was good.
Mike's rig is a killer rig, man. That's a brand new one there. It's wilderness, eh? What's it called? Not wilderness.
No, it's
native.
native
Native.
water.
Yeah.
Not stag, it's native.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just-
I was telling Mike we got to get decals made of stag's face and put them on our kayaks,
yeah.
just to bring us good luck.
Oh, bad. Eh? So no bait.
Guaranteed
You had no bait on the
29.
boat? You had no bait.
I had a box of worms that I maybe put it on the jig like once, and then I got a bite with it, but that was when things got slow, and then it ripped off right away, and I'm like, I don't want to do this for every cast, so I just kept using it the way it was.
See, and I tried to swim bait in the morning. I caught that one and I lost it. I was just hanging it there like a fluke and it hit it. And I tried drop shot with a leech. No, nothing. Complete denial. And I just
You could see them. Mike could
Yeah.
tell if they were.
jigging
Yeah.
wrap. Nothing wanted to work. So I said, you know what? They're nose down. I'm going to throw a Ned rig with a crawler on it.
Yeah.
First two fish I chucked out, grabbed it. And I said, okay, well, I guess I know what I'm doing for the rest of the day.
The rest of the day, yeah.
But I had to find them that they were just anything that was sitting in the mud. I would just have to find little humps, and then those are the ones that bit.
Did you see anything giant, Mike, that could have won the tournament for you? Like a big one, a master?
Seen about 3 or 4 of them, but just couldn't convince them to bite.
It was slow.
then-
I mean, relatively slow out there for sure for Lake and
And if you
Prairies.
threw at them and it literally landed either on top of them or right beside them, they just took off.
Just left, eh?
Yeah, they had a bad attitude like me. So
I was waiting for the shallow bite to get. It just started at the end of the day for me. There's all the anglers, bunch of first-time anglers in here too. Alan Pham was there. Johnny Bringus. He has a good name, Johnny Bring Gas. That's my name for Santos. Santos Bring Gas, but that's his name is Bring. All kinds of stuff. Flynn had the Filipino jersey. His money, man. All bunch of guys. Say, shout out to Dale, Callie, Divine, Val, running the tournament there. Our server sort of conked out on us a little bit. It's tough in the valley there and stuff like that, but tournament was done there. It was good. It was Nick's back to top 5.
is that the
Yeah.
picture that Nash took?
This is the one that Nash took, actually. Melissa
Yeah.
Lindsay was taking pictures.
Because
But
he
Nash,
said something to me. He says, "See, I took a good picture." I'll
he wanted to show you, man. 'Cause he told him the heads would be cut off, man, and he took it. And he wanted to make sure. Nash had a
Oh,
good
that's
picture
good.
too, man.
I like that.
Catching stuff there. So next step there, like I said, is Stag is watch out. We got our Angler of the Year standings. I gotta publish it on the site there. But Blake Morgan is number 1 right now with a 3rd and a 4th.
Nice.
Totoli's got a shot now in the next 2 because he's got a 2nd place finish. This is my mulligan. 13th place finish is not gonna help me, so I gotta chuck that and.
I'm not even allowed a mulligan.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you
In the next 2.
Mike's only doing 3. Same with Santos.
Yeah.
Santos only did 3. Stags in the running now with the first place there.
That's why
So it's cool shit.
I said to Val, if I even want to have a chance at Angler of the Year, I got to finish second and second again, like 3 seconds.
Continuous, man. Yeah. Because even Nick is a 6th and a 5th, so he's
Nick
right
is
there.
still-
He wins the next one, for
yeah,
example, or
yeah.
whatever. We've
Yeah.
got Eric Scrivener, defending champion of Shoal Lake, is coming though. Coming for the last 2 bass events there. So we've got a
Nice.
bunch of hammers.
As long
man.
as I
Bunch of
don't
hammers.
pass out, I can go wherever the hell I want.
Shoal Lake, August 3rd is our next one there. So that'll be a good one. But yeah, summer's going by, man. We got KBI coming, of course. We've got Prairies, 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 Prairies We've got Kickerfish is running the Icelandic Festival Derby. If you're interested in that, go check it out. Go to the Gimli Icelandic Festival website. You can sign up for they have a Icelandic word for fishing derby. Islandbringa or something like that. But there's a few slots left. It's max 20 teams, adult youth. So get your thing in there. All kinds of businesses supporting that there. Yeah. Daniel Stegg is going to do bass. You fish bass, though. Have you fished bass at all?
Oh yeah, like I fished bass in last year's kayak tournament there, but other than that, maybe side of the road driving around, and I'm like, oh, what's here? Cast out, catch a bass. It's like 8 inches. That's about it.
Now you're going to end up winning this thing, man. Lake
Watch.
St. Andrews. I'm telling you, man. Lake St. Andrews over there where you are. Oh, it's tough to get to, but that lake is full of them, brother, man. Full of them over there.
Yeah, he did one on Longbow last
The
year.
longbow one, yeah.
Yeah, he was there. So fishing in the summertime typically is deep. So we did have some deeper fish caught. Some fish were going belly on us there kind of thing during practice. And in tournament, I think there was one in tournament too by someone. Didn't Denny get a 25 or something like that didn't make it or something? So, I mean, there's a river check. There's lots of water there. So even if you're catching it you can catch it in 19 feet, but if that fish came from somewhere or whatever, right? And so fishing deep. What are you guys' thoughts on that there? You got all kinds of stuff there on deep fishing where, that's why they don't permit walleye tournaments in the summertime in Manitoba because of that stuff.
Yeah, they don't like you keeping them in the live well, but
No.
I mean, some of them fish are at their end of life, so when you get them and they scrap really hard, they just end up expiring. It just seemed to be what happened to one fish there in pre-fish. It was just at its end of its life, and it just didn't have the energy to
Just
revive
belly up,
itself.
right?
Yeah, so
Well,
I
You
I
go
know
to
that
release
video.
it in that surface water that's so warm too.
yeah.
That's the thing, man.
Even when you brought those fish up, like I was catching some in 26 feet of water.
Yeah.
They're hot. Like when they came to the surface, they were warm.
Yeah, I know that 24 I caught. I think it was like 15 feet. I'm telling you, it took a while for it to go. I said, I was holding it for the longest time. I said, I hope this guy goes, man. Like,
Yeah, it's weird because
15
all
feet,
mine took
so-
off right away.
Yeah.
Never had a problem with them. They were gone.
Yeah.
Tom Wynn has a cool video. This was last fall, but let's watch a little bit of this here.
How do you, talk about catching these fish out of deep water and they can't go down, they're going to die. But let me show you. We catch them. He just literally caught this fish. And within less than a minute, we're going to put him back right now. All right, he's back. But not only that, I'm watching him here. See that? He goes down.
Cool thing about the live scope is now you could
So
actually see him go down.
that's
People
one thing
follow
about
him out
live
there.
scope. It's not all about catching fish. But for a lot of people who are saying that catch them out of deep water, they're gonna die, they'll never go back to the bottom. Right there's your proof, right there. He went to the bottom. Still there. Still there.
So a lot of people push back on that.
Time with it, and then
Saying-
as you can see there, we caught that fish. We released it because of the other thing. With forward-facing sonar, if we want to catch more big fish, we're catching more big fish. But because of that, we're not taking time with pictures. We're not taking 20 pictures with each person in the boat. We're catching it, putting it back. It's going down to the bottom safely. And that's every single time. Even in AIM tournaments, AIM Minnesota tournaments, when Nate Wolski and I fished those few years, every time we caught a big fish, even in tournament hours, we would do that. We would catch them, follow them down with live scope after we release them to make sure they're not.
So like a lot of the big lakes down in Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, it's trolling. So when you're trolling, like you're running that fish through a lot of water, like, and you're bringing them up and you're just winching that thing up or whatever. And you don't know what you have. It could be a dinker, it could be a 30. With the forward facing, you already know what you have. Basically,
Yeah.
you know what you have. You knew what you threw at. You saw it eat. You have an idea. Now you take your time and you fight and you bring it up slower. So there's that aspect. But a lot of people would push back on Tommy there on saying it looks like it went down there, but that thing delayed mortality. That thing will die a couple hours later. A lot of people are adamant about that. If you're catching it deeper than 23 feet, they say. Last Mountain is the only one I know of that has hard, like the not but at Last Mountain, like the biologists, they were doing radio collars, and those things were brought back down with weights. They still radio them like a year, 2 years, 3 years later. They still found these fish that are alive, so they all don't die.
Well,
Some people are saying there's like 80% die, but I don't believe that.
They told us a story there that they thought one was dead. They just stayed in the same spot for a couple of days, sulking, and then all of a sudden it moved.
For a couple of days, eh?
Yeah, just laid there for a couple of days, sulking at the bottom, and they had the radio on it, and then all of a sudden they decided to move. So
Yeah,
That's pretty neat, man. I mean,
7 feet. It's summertime. The water's warm. It can
looked
go
at
belly up on anything, man. Yeah.
I was looking in 35 feet, and you can see them, but didn't even go near them. I just left them alone.
Oh, I saw fish in the channel, man. Like the old river channel that meanders everywhere, and it's a reservoir. Lake of the Prairies, you're not familiar with a reservoir, and
it was just too hot.
I could see fish there, man. I go, I don't want to get one, and then it's gonna go floating or whatever, right? I didn't want that either. So
yeah,
but yeah, I was catching them. Like if you think you got to go fish deep in the summertime, Mike knows, man. So you know that back, you know where Philip Santos, when you guys came by me, and Philip went all the way into that back corner.
Yeah.
I caught a 21.75 in the farthest back of that.
Did you all the way in there?
Against shore. So I thought I had weeds, like, weeds.
Yeah.
I'm shaking up because I threw it. There's weeds, there's lots of grass. It came past the weeds and donk, bro. Oh, got myself a pike or whatever.
Yeah.
And it fought like a pike. I have it on video, like, and it's doing all this stuff, just like you said. Only 21.75. It was a walleye. Once you see that it's a walleye, oh my god! Now at first I'm all cool, right? This, that, whatever, gonna get the net. You see it's a walleye. Oh shit! Where's my phone? It's not even in the boat yet, eh? Oh, my net.
Yeah.
Oh no! And you miss it how many times? Mike Klatt knows, man. Us with short arms. Like you don't even like. It looks like you have enough, and you got to do this. Oh shit! Put everything down, reel it again, do this thing, and you catch a fish in a kayak. There's no guarantee you're going to score it, though. That's the biggest thing. There's no guarantee you're scoring.
You can miss it 4 or 5 times with a net.
It's crazy, man.
You can, and even if you get it in,
now it's in your lap, and you got to give it.
Oh no! My little
you must be able to measure it in the net on the board.
That little contraption.
That totally has a clamp, bro.
That clamp works. My 25.5 kicked 3 or 4 times on that board.
Other guys are using like elastics of some sort and stuff like that.
That clamp.
You can have one. You can have one thing to help assist holding it. You can't mummify it, but
it's almost like it puts it in a trance because it holds it.
Yeah,
it feels like it's held, right?
And the side and the back, and they just lay there.
Was that 29 Daniel fighting? You must have jumped a few times on you.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I just kept it in the net till it kind of calmed down, and then once it calmed down, I was like, okay, we can get a picture of this thing.
Actually, it would have been good if you would have had it there and start flipping, and you tried to control it, and you had flipped your kayak.
Oh my god!
It would have been close to the launch, anyways.
Yeah, it would have been a yard sale of floating stuff.
Measure them while still hooked, babe, and said, we can't. You can't have lip grips. You can't have in the picture. So yeah, you can't have. Yeah, it has to be unhooked too. Can't be attached.
You almost have to keep one of those Tupper or Rubbermaid containers or something long enough to fit your bump board in there, so it doesn't.
You gotta have
another thing to carry in your boat.
You're gonna need a bigger kayak, Stag.
Yeah.
You almost have to tip to get in. Yeah, you real life has to reach over, kind of thing. It's a good time, man. Kayak fishing, I tell you, it's its own sport into of itself, man. It's good shit. I like it, man. We got 2 more. If you want to give it a shot, there, Shoal Lake. Go to kickerfish.ca. Post will be out this week if I can get to it, kind of thing. If I drink enough root beer, we'll get it out there. But as far as fishing deep, they say, what is it, 23? That doesn't even sound deep at all, man. But at 23 is the marker. Biologically, they say don't fish deeper than 23 in the summer. Now, summer is sort of relative too, depending where you're at. Like some of ours, like basically our summer here, for example, the water temp, what was it? Like I saw 69, 71 degrees, 72. that's like June for a lot of places. Up here, we don't even have like the summer water that they do further south and stuff. But
Yeah.
even then, our summer, you can do some damage to walleye though, fishing too deep kind of thing. So don't be afraid to fish shallow for them.
I just couldn't believe how warm they are and extremely slimy.
There was algae out there, eh? Lots of algae,
So
summer
much. It's
algae.
all over the place, man.
Yeah,
Like
they
my
got
hat.
a lot of slime on them right now.
A bunch of green. Oh, you see, speaking of hats, look at that. Basquatch, bro. As soon as I saw that, I had to go down there and pick it up, brother. Oh my god.
Where was that?
Basquatch. At the Bass Pro Shop. Cabela's there. Off the Coyote Lake. Nice. Brett Grimes with the kayak. It's fun, man. It's fun.
Yeah.
And hey, and Stag just showed you don't have to have fancy stuff, man. You don't have to have fancy stuff, dude.
Biggest fish I was paddling.
See,
Well,
like
they say when it's your time, it's your time. So you can't do any wrong.
oh, exactly.
Almost Mike's time there. I thought, oh, Mike's got a shot. There we go.
Well, I think I just say that because I know Philip said he has a buddy who has a kayak and fishes, but he doesn't want to do the tournament because he says, "Oh, my kayak is like junk."
Oh no,
I know that's what I'm saying. I go, Phil,
As long as it floats.
as long as if you know how to fish, it don't matter, man.
You know what it is? Like the kayak. Like I was listening to people. Oh, I got 75 walleyes today. Yeah, but you can go wherever you want on the lake. You're stuck in an area in a kayak.
Definitely way more limited. That's for sure. Yeah.
So you have to pick up like a spot apart.
Yeah.
I need I think I need a spot lock system or something where it's, you know me, I want to work a shoreline, but I'm using an anchor. You never had an anchor, Daniel, in yours?
I did in front of the launch because I forgot it in my truck.
Oh, that's what you went back to get.
Went back to, yeah.
Anchor's huge, but then you got to lift it up and then I readjust and all that kind of stuff. That's how I knew my trolling motor died on me. I tried to readjust after and I was blown into shore, but it'd be nice to have just to be able like I do in the boat.
Yeah.
So I just like pitching, did a million casts or whatever.
Well, you can get spot lock. You just got to spend $5,000 on that Garmin.
Oh shit!
$5,000.
Did you see some of these things now?
Nuts!
It's insane that what these cost. Man, don't judge a book by its cover.
I got a question for you, Totally, because you have both. If you had to choose between front-facing sonar or spot lock, what would you take? If you can only take one,
spot lock.
Yeah, I would be the same. In a kayak, I would take spot lock over front-facing sonar any day, dude. Any day.
Yeah.
Like
a lot of those guys had the spot lock. You could see them in front, right? And they're right there. I was anchored with them and stuff, but yeah, you could. It's cool. Lime green pelican with a bunch of holding my helix. There you go, bro. It's all good, man. There's all kinds of different hacks, and everyone shares different things. And these guys are like 3D printing stuff and whatnot. There's all kinds. It's a cool community actually, and invite everybody. Doesn't matter what your experience level. Come on in. All jokes aside, he's super pumped. Seeing with a paddle in hand and run the other, still landing fish. Fantastic, bro. It's good shit, man. Daniel Stagg. $1,500 and
awesome, bro.
The fish don't care what you have.
Exactly.
That's true. That's true.
They do not.
Fish don't care, man. They don't discriminate. They'll just bite.
Yep.
So this guy said he had like that mooch minnow, right? Rapper that. I've actually taken out a bunch of fish with that too, kind of thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Right here.
He's sharing. He's sharing here. Well, you grab that.
Ed Chambers told me this years ago. Rest his soul now. The original owner of Zoom, the builder of Zoom, he told me something. I was fishing FLW Championship. Finishing me and John Sappington was going head to head. He beat me by a couple ounces for $250,000. I ended up second, and I told Ed he was there, and I said, Ed, I didn't catch him. I caught him on a Cinco pitching it, and he said you don't have to promote other people's, but he said if you lie today, you'll never be what you could be to me value wise. And that come from a man who owned a company.
And I'm sorry to all my friends that hide baits a lot on camera. I'm not a fan of it, and I'll tell you why.
I get it, man, to a certain extent, especially like, some of the Japanese anglers and stuff. I mean, they have baits that are so, there's no telling what Koya's throwing. Like, nobody ever knows,
If you're honest, right, you have one shot at your integrity and your honesty, and people will catch on to that if they see it over and over again, right? Where you're like, well, that's not what he was throwing, but this is what he said.
See, no secrets or whatever. I'll tell you, but if I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to tell you a fake one, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I mean, just say that you don't want to share it, and that's all good. But
Yeah.
don't throw people off the scent with something completely different, or lying for your pro staff or whatever kind of thing.
You know what it is too, though. It's sometimes it's the way you work that bait. One day twitching it works. Another day, like Stag said, he was just snapping it as he was drifting. That worked for him. So it all depends. It's whatever the mood the fish is in, that's how they're gonna react to it. So, what do you got, Stag?
This guy right here.
Oh yeah,
there's a secret weapon, man. Eh?
Alternator J with the mooch. Yeah, Nick was saying that he used it too. That I caught a bunch of fish at Walleye Open using that thing. Same thing, just.
See, and I used the exact same one, except I had the watermelon one on, and they would not touch that watermelon one.
Yeah,
really.
I had a pure white on there. Was same one, pure white.
Yeah,
and then the other one like that you were showing Nash. What was that? The greenback with the white.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kalen's has their version next year. So Kalen's has their own version of that stretchy. They'll come up with their own name for it or whatever, but it's that it won't. Whatever. You can't rip it and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's their own elastic kind of thing. So that's gonna be cool. That's cool that Kalen's has their own version.
Similar to what the mooch minnow now.
It looks like that. It's a fork tail. We saw a lot of the jerk shads already, but they're not that material though. So now they got that material in 3, 4, and 5 inch. It's gonna be cool, man. It's gonna be at ICAST. ICAST is this week actually. So next week we'll do a report on.
I think it's decided not tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, didn't go down for ICAST this year. We'll skip the stage.
Kalen's one is thin though, right? Like their middle bait is really thin on the sides.
No, it's actually too fat. I'm gonna get this one in person on this new one.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it next week after ICAST. All kinds of new stuff coming up from ICAST next week. Join us on the show here. We'll talk all the brand new stuff. A lot of things get announced there in Orlando. But no, it looks like just like that mooch, brother. I'm pretty sure that's
the one the
existing
one. But yeah, the existing one, they're really thin.
They have a thin one and they have a fat one. Yeah. The fat one's I think the fat one's too big. Like, the flukes, like Santos, like the Zoom flukes, like they're really big now. Yeah. They're supposed to look like shad or something. Like those have been too big for me. For walleye anyway. This size here, even the Z-Man I was using before too is good stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
Leon sent me the picture that's the cockpit of the Stag machine.
Yeah.
There's the Skidoo windshield, the fish finder. Did you have a map? Did you have a map, bro? An actual map?
Like the Avenza?
Yeah. Or any Avenza or Lake Master, yeah.
Yeah, not in the Hummingbird, but just on my phone.
When my electronics went on me at 12 noon or whatever, like I had no fish, no electronics.
Yeah.
And did you hook up your trolling motor battery to your sonar battery too?
No, I was gonna do that, but I knew I was running out of juice.
Oh,
I didn't want to have a big Helix 9 or 10 or whatever the frick it is. I didn't want it taking the juice, and it all died on me anyway. So then I felt so blind, guys. You're talking about like whatever, like without the map.
Yeah.
Because you're working contours and different things or whatever. Right? That's when I started pitching shore mic after. I had no more map. I didn't know what I didn't be guessing. I'd be completely guessing. Back in the day when you're dropping anchor and you're counting or you drop a line.
Well,
yeah, 1, 2. You took it to measure depth or whatever. Oh my god! I started pitching shore and actually did better pitching shore or whatever. But it seemed like they didn't want the paddle tail. Wanted something less aggressive, maybe. Yeah, man. When I was doing the paddle tail in the deeper water, could not get it to go. I put over the mooch minnow or a drop shot, and I was getting all the rats that way. But on shore, if I had 1 hour, 1 more hour, bro, 1 more hour, I wouldn't have gone at 29. I know that, but I would have got 420.
With a paddle tail, like I had them follow the paddle tail, they just didn't commit to it.
Yeah, I missed so many, bro. It was like you could feel when it's hitting short.
Yeah,
and I'm already using a small one, so I'm thinking, what do I do? I'm going to downsize even more here, kind of thing. You know what I wanted? I wanted a bobber, and I didn't bring my. See, the one thing in the kayak is, I guess if you want to bring everything, you really can, but you have to start really.
You got to organize stuff, man. You got to
picking and choosing what you're bringing and stuff like that.
I don't want to talk about not bringing stuff because all my shit is sitting on the table at the lake, and I forgot all.
You forgot a bunch of stuff, eh?
So I ran with what I had.
Yeah,
and look at it.
And look at you did, bro.
More focus.
That's it.
You're more focused though. You had one thing to use, and now you just Ned rig a
sometimes
worm.
it's less choices, right? It's easier. I don't have to.
I had to go buy. I had Ned rigs and everything sitting there, and I had to
Yeah.
go buy some because that's all sitting at the lake right now. Val says you better hope you didn't leave them outside; they might be gone. You know what the crazy part is? I went into the store and I said, "Hey, you guys got any slow death hooks? What's that?" Holy Christ, they've been
What's
around
that?
for how long now?
Oh, they won't know, brother. But
So,
anyway,
I tried the slip bobber, didn't work. Wouldn't even know
didn't,
here.
yeah, but I was fishing fishing in 5-7 feet of water. I
Yeah.
would have. I'm sure because they were short
I was
hitting.
trying it in 12
I
feet,
would
and
have.
they wouldn't take it. But then I
Okay,
guess if you're close to the weeds, I probably would have hit it.
And Griselda, Kyle Ward just met this guy. Cool stuff, man. Over from Saskatchewan, doing like a snap-on truck idea. Anglers Alley. They got an online store, but he was selling some stuff out of there too. So that was cool. And there's my dog again. He's refreshed after he had rabies shots today. I couldn't drag this dog into the vet. He's never been to Bridgewater Vet before.
They want to go in, eh?
We get to the front door,
Yeah.
and freaking when they do this and that's it, I could not pull him in, man. Everyone was giving him treats and shit. Stupid dog. They just left him there, guy. Jeff Easton, when you're all fishing, do you ever notice electronics vehicles or boats underwater? I myself have not had the fortune to see one of those yet. How about you guys?
No, I haven't seen one yet.
No,
Only
I've seen a boat, and I've seen an ice shack before.
No, on Netley or whatever on the
On the Red River, bro. Like clear as day. Damn ice shack under, like in the water, man.
I've seen
Any
like
fish off of it?
No, I just
Structure.
just kept going. But I said, "Holy crap, man! Someone didn't get an ice early enough to take their shack off." But it was very clear as day, bro.
Lake of the Woods, I've seen like old tires stacked up,
yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. That tires,
and then I could see actually smallmouth swimming through the tires.
and it's clear as
Yeah,
day on
It's
side
crystal
imaging.
clear.
Side imaging, it's clear as day, man. It's wild.
Yeah.
It's just like in their videos or whatever, Jeff. Like if you see it, I've seen tires. I've seen. Remember when that one time I saw
Seen shopping carts, tires.
I saw a crate. Oh shit! This is some kind of lobster trap or whatever. It looked like something like that, but it could be any kind of. It could have been what's it called, a pallet or something like that or whatever. But you see wild stuff down there, man. It's cool. You're always looking at your electronics and stuff. But yeah, let's do Beast of the Week, and we'll come back quickly on one more thing. Beast of the Week. We had just a couple here. This kid fishing. Nash makes friends everywhere. This kid Dante was fishing off the dock. I'm telling you, Pyatt's West Campground. You go camping there, have a season or whatever, go for a visit. The fish are literally right there. Stag's freaking 29 was like in front of
Casting
the
distance
right
off
off
the
the
dock.
dock.
Passed away, man, from those docks, bro.
This kid here would be fishing off the thing. So Nash, right after this, Nash goes and casts, and then he got one this size too. He just didn't get it in, kind of thing. Nash was caught walleye there. And you can fish. Like if you have like kids or stuff, we tried it, me and Nash, both of us in the kayak. Shit, there's lots of room, man. Because I don't have pedals.
Yeah.
So we have room. And I'm gonna take this table out, this table over here, and that's a whole platform over there. Like he can sit on the front nose thingy. And me and him, we're gonna use that rest of the summer here, fishing there and stuff like that. So all kinds of fish. Ryan Shakte went out there. The bros went out there on the lake there. Look at the largies. We need that in a few weeks at Shoal. You guys gonna go for the largies at Shoal? They have largies there.
Yeah, but
Specific places, though.
Fine.
They're hard to find, right? No.
Specific spots. There's some practice going on. That would help. But we have a largemouth conversion chart. It's a little bit heavier than.
You're gonna go that far in your kayak, Eric? You better bring 2 batteries.
You can get into Bag Bay though. Guys are gonna go into Bag Bay this year and try for them. I'm certain of it. There's Jeff, 29-inch walleye. So Jeff got one in practice.
Yeah,
he didn't get it in the tournament. Could be the one that Stag caught. This was right in front of the launch too. I should have just fished in front of the launch. Kylie. Kylie, she's the one lady that's fishing on tour, and she had a giant at the boat fishing in front of the launch too. She had a giant at the boat. Didn't get in.
I think she had a struggle with her net.
Something with her net or something too small or something. Yeah.
It is not easy, man. I'm telling you, man. You have to do that perfect. God, I was gonna say Gothels had his personal best. This is a turtle. Oh, why does he have a turtle? Snapping. This is his personal best. So this is Jeff's first one that's ever over 4 pounds. So congrats to Jeff Goethals going hard on Lactabani. See, they're just shy of 20. Nice work. Those are your beasts of the week. Who we got
Well,
there?
Stag, you won. You pick.
Oh boy.
There's only a handful to pick from.
I
got
do
it
like
easy
those
today,
largies.
bro.
Maybe if I pick the largemouth, then I'll catch a largemouth on shoal.
Oh, lucky. There you go. Ryan Shakta and bro. The double chunky largies, man. Oh, those look so good. I'm turning my sights over to that's your beast of the week this week here. Over to Lake of the Woods now. And Shoal Lake. So got KBI. Me and Nash are in KBI this year. We're gonna go get some practice done and do some bass fishing, brothers. Bass fishing. How about you guys? What do you guys got planned coming up?
Walleye's over now. It's bass time.
Shoal Lake time, bro. It's Shoal Lake time, man.
Lake St. Andrews, I guess.
There you go, bro. What's the name of your rig anyway? What's the name of that thing? What do you call your special?
Oh God, what did me and Mike come up with? Oh, instead of the bonafide, it's the modified.
The modified.
The modified.
The modified
Nice, I like that.
3000.
Yeah.
Nice. And if
Maybe
you're all
we're
like,
gonna have to get you to put pool noodles along the side, like floating
I
bumper.
should, to be
You
honest.
should. They hold the fish in, bro.
Well,
You know what you've done, Stag?
There we go.
at this one here, and like even like say last year the Selkirk Walleye Championship, for example, because the catch boat release tournaments that we do now, you don't need a live well. Most of them anyway. You don't need a live well. So like those kids in the runabout came in like 4th, 5th place last year, whatever. They're in the runabout. And like Leona was saying, was self-conscious, and you know, like with what rig you're bringing, shit, it don't matter, bro. Like because now all you have to do is point at Stag now. He won in that piece of shit. I'm gonna because you won. I'm like, I can call it a piece of shit now.
I think it's the windshield did it. That was
Yeah.
it.
That's what it is,
Everything,
man.
Maybe that's why you killed your battery. Maybe that windshield's creating too much drag.
I don't know. It might be that massive flag too. We were thinking.
Or it could be that 6 foot
180
2 guy
killed it.
sitting there like a big wind sail in there.
Get into the game. Give it a shot. You don't have to do the competitions, of course, but get into the community here. We have building a cool kayak community here. There's lots of excursions. People are going this week, for example. And everyone just sort of chats, and there's a group talking. Everyone just goes out and go out there and go fish water, man. It's cool. It's something different, man. I'm going to do catfishing next with it. I want to give it a shot. Like I won't have Nash with me because that could be.
You know, it'd be fun is
I'm
catching
gonna
a
go water.
sturgeon. I think it'll just pull you all over the place.
Oh my god!
I don't-
happened to me one time at Nudimik in a canoe, and it pulled me from the mouth of that thing all the way into the White Shell River, and we were going under the bridge. It's just pulling us. Like it's wild, man. Like that's
It's
Like
fun,
you have
man.
no control over it.
no, you just
Nope.
that's cool, though, man. Anyway, that's
That's like that meme where that little old lady gets dragged by that dog on a leash, or that big dog Doberman or big dog just takes off and is dragging this old woman down the road. That's what it's like.
I never saw that. I'm gonna have to go see it now.
Yeah.
Maybe some company will reach out and give him a kite that he can fit both legs into. Oh, okay, there you go. You're a Central Canada Kayak Trail winner, bro. That's an exclusive club, bro.
Yep.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, they just start again, bro.
See, Mike got second, but I'm gonna be like, who's won a Central Canada Kayak Trail event on this panel? You gotta put your hands up, Daniel. Fuck, don't worry about the total. You gotta put your hands up. There you go, man.
Here, I got one first place for both of you.
Oh shit.
There we go. There we go.
That's what I said to Val on the way home. This is pissing me off. I've gotten 7th, 5th, 3rd,
Every
2nd.
spot.
Jesus.
Every
Every
spot
spot
was up,
except for a win, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, coming up. I'll win my first one on show.
It's gonna happen, bro.
Santos has come for redemption. That's where he flipped his kayak last year, so he's coming.
He'll
for
go
redemption.
back to that corner and try to get his rod back still.
There's
Someone's
fish
gonna
there,
catch
man. There's
Someone's
fish
gonna
there.
catch it.
Leon's got a new rig too, so maybe Leon's coming for you, man. It's cool, man. We're gonna have we're gonna have like 30 yaks out there. Everyone's registering now. So
Trying
see
to
everybody
convince
there.
some of the boys from Saskatchewan to come out that way.
I know it's a long drive. For
Far
them,
drive,
man,
It
so-
is a long drive. But I think Morgan wants to come. He says, which one would you do? I said, Shoal Lake. You guarantee
Shoal would have his best chance
Because
Yeah,
none of us have
something.
been the blindfold, so
because he might win Angler of the Year. Like he has to do one now. It's
A
your
chance.
best 3 out of 4. So yeah, like I said, thanks, Jeff. Next week, everybody, like I said, we're gonna do ICAST recap. So I'm looking forward to all the new things. If you're interested, follow along online, man. All kinds of, you'll see all the pros be announcing all kinds of stuff this week. So we'll talk about that next week, and hopefully have some more fishing reports. Until then, peace out, everybody. Thanks, Daniel. Give him a follow there on YouTube there, man. Is
Congrats,
it Stag on the Line?
Daniel.
What is it on YouTube?
Stag on the line at Stag on the line _.
Follow, man. Like, it's
Gotta do it, man. Interesting stuff, brother.
all right, guys.
I
See
sure
you guys
hope you
next
made
week.
a video of your build on your kayak.
Do a walkthrough of
Yeah.
that thing, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I should.
Should,
All
bro.
right.
Should, man.
Thanks for having me, fellas.
All right, bro. Next week.